very much required, right? Whatever the things we are going to write, that tools comes under language processing. Either somehow we try to write any research proposal, there we required some language, right? Again, we try to emphasize here one point I have written in the example, GPT-4 and BERT. I think you heard about this BERT, who has learned the machine learning or the deep learning part. So you have heard about this BERT part. Okay. So once we try to process any language, we can use GPT, right? Or BERT. That is used to understanding the context in the text data. And based on those text data, we can perform many different kind of analysis, right? But this is also not our aim. To write any research proposal, this is not our aim to analyze the context in the text, right? Our aim is what? Our aim is only one. We just provide a single input and someone can write a research paper or research proposal. Might be that research proposal cannot meet to our expectations. Might be. But we want, right? We can try to manipulate in those, and after that we'll generate, or after that we'll write a research proposal. Not generate, we'll write a research proposal. That is our objective, right? So we'll show you later how we will achieve this. The text, the blogs or the video you can see on the YouTube or in through the chat GPT, you have to write the research paper, right? Someone also presenting through the chat GPT, we can do this. Through the we can create, there is no any issue. Even we can generate the text, there is no any issue. Issue is what in the research we say plagiarism. The plagiarism is the main issue. So if you can generate the text from either generate a text from internet or through the chat GPT, there you can check how much percent you can find the plagiarism. Even though you can generate image, the very difficult to find a plagiarism, but still you can find the plagiarism, right? The next we say basically somehow when we try to write any research proposal, might be the few persons are also engaged. That for that we have used here collaborations and project management tools, right? Because somehow the single people cannot write a whole research paper or research proposal. So might be the few people are engaged to write the research paper or research proposal, right? So for that, what we can do? Either we can use in the general terms, we shared our Word file, right? On the Google Cloud, just we shared our Word file and everyone can see those Word file, and whatever the things they try to manipulate, they can, right? But what is the problem? What is the problem in such kinds of scenario? The problem is still we cannot manage our whole research paper or proposal on the single word file. So for that we require the tools. That tools is what? This one, Trello. This is AI based tools. I have not used these tools till date because I have just used the previous tools, and to manage the reference I have used the Melody. So we say these are the basic tools there we can use to write the research proposal or to manage our research proposal, right? After that, every time whenever we make any PPT and project, so we talk about the benefit and limitations. So that is my habit. Always we talk about, once we talk about any technology, so always we talk about advantage and disadvantage. Are the whole tools of AI? Definitely not. There's so many tools are available. There is a research paper or research proposal, right? So that's why we have made the second, the selected AI based literature review tools. This one. We say we have much talk about this semantic scholar, like as it is like the Google Scholar. But this semantic scholar is AI based, right? So you can see a free AI powered research tools for scientific literature, right? Right now, the people are very easily using the Google Scholar. What is the drawback of the Google Scholar? The Google Scholar cannot provide you a specific research paper on a specific topic. Might be they can just provide you a single paper, but another relevance paper, once you try to find out that paper, you cannot find easily. You can find there also, but not find easily, right? So that's why the right now the Google also using the AI in the Google Scholar, but that is not very powerful like the semantic scholar. Okay, right now Google Scholar also using. So here is it is the overview just over the 200 millions plus papers in all the field, especially from the science, right? For the nursing student, they have some paper 4,000 plus, and for the multiple item a multiple item scale for the measuring the consumer perceptions or the service quality. So this is what, once we try to write this as an example, that means once we try to search like this one, right, this one, so just we copy paste and we'll find these kinds of, somehow we try citations of particular paper, because we have to cite those paper whatever the reference I have taken from the other research paper, and we are going to use in our research paper, right? So for those we can say we have to cite. If we don't cite, you know about the punishment, right? In the I think the Hyderabad, the Osmania University professors are suspended in the case of plagiarism, right? So you know about this and the several other rules of this plagiarism. So plagiarism is very crucial part in research proposal or research paper. That's why the every time we have to cite whatever the reference I have taken, whatever the context I have taken, and whatever the image, the anything, whatever I have taken from the other papers, we have to cite. What is the meaning of these citations? We give the credit of those author who has done this. That is the meaning of citations. That's why we are going to cite. Whatever I have written, this is not my word. This word is written in some other research paper. That's why we are going to cite. Right? After that, another tools we have, we say we can use this one, this semantic scholar. You can also search and find this, right? This is AI power based. Then in the similar way, we have this one, elicit.org. This is also AI power research assistant. Finding paper, filtering study types, automating research flow, brainstorming, summarizing, and more. Here you can see Elite. We have written elite.org because this is the website. So Elite is a research assistant using the language model like GPT-3. This text I have written, I think 1 year back. So might be currently they can also use the GPT-4. But we say this is only for the language conversion, right? But here the finding the paper, filtering the study types, that is not for that. They are not using the GPT-3 or GPT-4. Okay, so when we try to also finding the paper, we can use this elicit.org. After that, you can find this. This is the example I have taken, how we can. So how do mental health interventions vary by age group? This is our questions, right? Another I have added in these questions, fish oil and depressions, right? So somehow when we try to write the any research paper or any proposal, we have the several sub questions to deal with, right? So in those, for those sub questions, we try to find out a way or a summary in the other research paper. Those summary, those way you can also find out directly from those sites or from this elicit.org, right? After that, the point is how to search, how to extract the data, the list of concept search, right? The several questions we have. So there I have mentions enter the research questions, whatever the questions we have, like the similar way, the above I have shown you, this one, example, this one, right? After that, we'll find a relevance output. Then the next is consensus.app app. This is the app engine, right? So this is also an academic search engine using AI to find insight in a research paper. What is the meaning to find insight in research paper? To understand this meaning, I have taken the example below. You can see once we try to write the paper or read the paper, there in the inside the many points written that we can call like the sub problem or subtext or the subtitle of the title, right? So that questions could be, does the death penalty reduce the crime? This is questions someone when we try to write any proposal. So these are the questions, right? Or the fish oil and the depressions, this is the questions, right? So based on these questions, when we try to put up, they will give you some text, or we can say they will provide you some paragraph to answer these questions. Those paragraph, those output you can use in your proposal, right? Another is cite.ai. This is the citation in the context. So we say basically for the citations, the many people are using the Medley, but we can use this cite.ai also because we are talking about the AI tools. That's why in the Medley they don't have the AI tools like maybe in the many place they have, right? The AI tools, the many people or the many website also using, but in the much depth they are not using, right? So that's we say especially for that you can see over 1.2 billion citation statements and the metadata from over 181 million papers suggests reference 181 millions, even sometimes because this data is older, so you can find the more, maybe the 200 millions paper, 200 millions paper. You can imagine how much paper available to cite. After that, in general, chat gpt. So through this chat gpt, that is the OpenAI knowledge cutoff date, right? So I don't want to much talk about this chat gpt part. Another another we have some databases especially for the biomedical. PubMed जो भी biomedical use करते हैं, they know about this one. Another database we have, that database we can use to especially to find the paper. Another database we have, Embase. This database of especially for the biomedical people. If for the engineering people, we say only we can use IEEE, Elsevier, Springer, and Ville. Right? These four databases or these four generals we can say, publishers we can say, we can use to find our paper, right? So in the similar context, they have this one, Scopus, Web of Science. These are after that we have some chat like the Bing chat or not required for this topic, the large language model. Okay, so that's why I have left this. But once we try to search any paper, the relevance model, so whatever the website you can use to search this and whatever the tools you are going to search this,